I was in like a competition, so to speak, with somebody else, and thankfully I had other live TV experiences, like on the news, because I was doing some fitness segments with my kids. And I just kind of gave examples. I showed, how I present myself on live TV, that kind of thing, and I was pretty comfortable. And it was from there that I got introduced to, TSC. And I remember my first show. I was so nervous.
Did we work I think we worked your very first show together.
We did. We totally did. And I remember I was thinking, I was looking at you like my angel because I was like, oh my gosh, she totally say like how does she do that? And like I literally followed in your footsteps, or you bounced ideas, or you bounced your views or whatever it was to me. And we fed off each other's energy. And thankfully, like, you were amazing. And I think it's so important to work with someone who you can do that with, because if not, it's terrifying. And
Well,
of course, know your product, but
well, that's the key, right? I mean, the amount of research that you have to do to be able to outline the benefits as they relate to the features. I mean, if we take a product like a protein powder, for instance, which would be something that you would have sold, and that maybe there are other people that are watching. Do you really need to know all of the ingredients in there? No, but you wanna highlight the things that are going to be important as they relate to the person or people that are watching, and perhaps their many motivations. If product being vegan is important, that's gonna be something that you wanna mention. If it is a specific kind of protein, that's gonna be important. If it's got no sugar, that's going to be important to the audience. But there are other elements that you're able to let go of. So when you were working through your preparation with a product, what is your process in your pre-show prep?
it involves, especially with what I did, specifically with no sugar. It started, the progression was over a couple of years, because when no sugar first came out, they first came out with that keto bundle. And I'm like, well, first off, I really appreciate that. And I was grateful that you chose me as your representative, so to speak. So I'm going to try it. So that was my first and foremost. Let me try it and see how it works for me. That way I can literally relate to it as a customer, as someone who's going to represent your brand, and for my own clients, and then for others who I'm going to present it to.